And then we'll have a few questions here.
Well, I mean, I thought we put together almost two halves tonight. We started a little slow. I called an early timeout probably for the first media. I don't even remember. And we didn't close the game out how we wanted to. We missed a couple rebounds, had a couple turnovers. They made a couple threes just by miscommunication with me, with my team. You know, trying to yell out stuff while we're shooting free throws. I don't want to call timeout every time because I don't have enough. But I wanted to try some different things to get them out of rhythm because they were trying to shoot threes or they were attacking the basket right away. And I guess I probably should let them attack the basket instead of give them wide open threes. But we can all learn from it. I'm glad we built a big enough lead. The guys really played hard for 36 minutes of the game. And not easy to do against a team that shoots a lot of threes and stretches the court. But I thought our big guys did a nice job for the most part getting out there with consistency to slow them down.
Kai, tonight you've always said that you want him more aggressive. Tonight, is that a little bit more of what you want of him?
Absolutely. And, obviously the scouting report probably says he's looking to pass. And, they stayed with Devontae because if they come over, he's going to drop it down to Devontae or throw it all the way across the court. Whoever's going to help, he's going to try and find that guy. And today, we have been working with him on different ways to finish. Even if somebody comes over to jump stop and try and shoot a little jumper. So I think he's feeling more comfortable. But in the end, he would rather have 13 assists and 12 points than 23 points and 7 assists if you ask him. So, I mean, obviously he wouldn't want to have 5 turnovers either. I think a lot of those happened towards the end of the game. But he had to play a lot of minutes. A lot of guys played hard, but he's definitely that is definitely what we want to see out of him in terms of being aggressive.
You talked about the threes in the offense that they run defensively. Was it just extra effort and energy tonight that allowed them to come away with the plays that you wanted?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job challenging most shots. I would say in the first half we gave up quite a few open looks that they just did not make, and I knew they would start making some guarded and open shots. I mean, they run their offense. I mean, they drill it and drill it and drill it. They are going to get some three-point shots, and as long as we were contesting, we contested a few really, really good, and they made them. And I can live with that, because you cannot stop them from shooting it per se. And I thought Devontae did a great job. I really encouraged him to make it difficult for Nathan Knight to catch it lower or in a scoring area. And Devontae had 5 steals, and it's probably most of the time they're trying to throw it to Nathan. So that's 5 possessions right there where they don't get the ball and we get it, and maybe get out in transition.
Devontae able to stay on the floor. It seemed like those hands were up, not down where they've been before.
I think the officials obviously did a great job talking to Nathan and Devontae early. They were pretty physical, dislodging each other and getting tangled up, and they sort of let it go. And I think it got Devontae sort of worked up early because Devontae thought he got hooked, and he was telling me that he thought he got hooked, and our official intercepted it. And he thought he was talking to him, and we clarified it, and it got Devontae into the game, though, because he started a little slow. His legs didn't seem like he had the normal pop that Devontae had, and the rest of the game he looked as healthy as I've seen him in a while.
The lulls in the last 2 games on the road in the second half tonight, kind of the opposite. You guys put the foot down in the second half a little bit.
Yeah, we kept scoring.
Yeah.
They were scoring,
Sure.
but we kept scoring. I thought our shots that we were making were easier than the shots they were making. We even missed a couple of layups that would have extended our lead and or stopped their 4-point run. But yes, I just think the guys were more confident with what they were doing tonight, whether it was zone or against a man. And I think it's a credit to a lot of the work that we did this week, their mental preparation in terms of offensively and defensively. So I'm proud of the guys.
Didn't see Matt Elmore on the bench. Is he still with the team?
No, Matt requested to be put in the transfer portal last week, so he's in the transfer portal.
Ty G had some big possessions on both ends of the floor. He might be playing a little injured, but it doesn't really look like it. He's diving on the floor, hitting threes. He's just talking about his performance tonight.
He's just a winner. He's gutty. He's a difference maker for us. Did miss a shot. I mean, he only took 2 shots from the floor, and we put in some extra plays just for him, and he still didn't get a shot. So that's a heck of a scouting job by William Mary to not even know the 2 plays we put in and still get there. So you got to credit their defense. Obviously, he's a focal point. You know, everybody keeps on saying, get Ty G more shots, Ty G more shots. Well, we tried tonight. Now, he is a very unselfish kid, and we're going to keep trying to get him more shots. But somebody that's shooting over 50% from three, and I know he's disappointed that he missed 2 of those free throws, but, you know, he had a heck of a game. And, yeah, if you wouldn't know, if none of us knew that he was hurt or he ever sat out, he doesn't play like he's hurt. But you can see it at times, you know, a little grimace here and there.
A little different look from the coaches on the sidelines tonight with the sneakers. Just
Yeah.
talk about that initiative.
It's Suits and Sneakers Week. It's obviously an initiative by the Coaches versus Cancer, just to support the American Cancer Society for all their, you know, life-saving efforts and, you know, mission. And it's a little something that we try and do as coaches, more for just awareness, and hopefully people will give money and fight that battle. Everybody's affected by it somehow, some way, and the more we can do for that, the better.